Good morning, Henry. This week you are reviewing, but I'd like to go over last week's assignment. It looked like you had a little trouble with the surface area. So let's look at that and go over it. So the surface area of a rectangular prism, okay? I drew a rectangular prism, which is a solid shape having 6 rectangular faces. The top and bottom face are called the base, okay? The base. Then you have, and they also are parallel and congruent. The surface area is the sum of the area for each of the 6 faces. The lateral surface area of a rectangle prism includes only 4 vertical faces. The 2 bases are not a part of the lateral surface area. The word lateral means side. So I'm going to show you the surface area and then I'll show you the lateral, okay? So with the surface area, you're going to use the formula SA equals 2 times L for length, W for width, plus 2 W for width, H for height, plus 2 times L for the length and H for the height. So all you're doing is plugging these numbers in right here where they belong. For L, you're going to put the length. You're going to put 8. For W, you're going to put the width. That's the 4. Okay? So I'm going to show you. I'm going to plug it in. SA equals 2 times my length is 8. My width is 4 plus 2. My width is 4. My height is 6. Plus 2, my length again is 8, and my height is 6. So I just plugged in the numbers that represent the width, the length, okay, the width, the height, and the length and the height. So now we are going to multiply each section together and then add them. So you have, let's do 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32 plus 2, what's 4 times 6? 24 plus 2 times 8 times 6 is 48. So I broke it down like that. So all I did was I multiplied first the numbers that are all in the parentheses. Then now I'm going to multiply 2 to the numbers that I had already multiplied, okay? So you have 32 times 2, that's 64. Plus 24 times 2, which is 48. And 48 times 2, which is going to give you 96. You're going to add 64, 48, and 96. Okay? So 8 plus 4 is 12. And 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 1 is 11, plus 96. So 112 plus 96. 6 and 2 is 8. 9 and 1 is 10. So that's 208. 208. And that's in inches. But it's square inches because we're finding the area. So 208 square inches. So This is a lot, Henry, but you've got to do it in parts like I just did, okay? Plug in where the numbers belong, what represents the width, the length, and the height, and plug them in. Then I would multiply those two, and then I would go back and multiply your product to the two, okay? And then add them, okay? Now, if you were finding the lateral area, okay, and it'll tell you, okay? If you're finding the lateral, that is LA equals 2 times W, the width, times the height, H, plus 2 times the length times the height, because it's the sides, okay? So you're not including the bases, okay? You're not including the width, okay? No, not including the width. I didn't mean it like that. You're just doing, I didn't mean to say it like that. You're doing the width with the height, but you're not going to do the width with the length, okay? So that's what you're taking out. Okay? Now let's plug it in. So we have here our width is 6, right? No, 4. So 2 times 4 times our height, which is 6, plus 2, our length is 8, and our height is 6. So I just plug those in, just like that. Now I'm going to multiply 4 times 6 is 24. So 2 times 24 plus 2 times 48, because 8 times 6 is 48. Now I'm going to multiply my 2. 2 times 24 is going to give you 48 plus 2 times 48 is 96. Now, add 48 plus 96. You're going to get 154. Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, because I added wrong. 144 square inches, because you're still finding area, okay? So all you did was you eliminated, to find the lateral area, you eliminated the length times the base. The length times the width. Excuse me. That's all you did. And in your problems, they'll say, find the surface area, find the lateral area, okay? So it'll tell you when to use that, okay? And then you have the cube. You cube surface area. That is A equals S squared. That's for your area of the surface, okay? Then, I'm so sorry, that's yours for the cube. And then you find your surface area is SA equals 6E to the second power. Your E is for your edge, okay? Your 6 is because there's 6 edges, okay? So, for instance, you have, in your example, they're saying your edges are all 9 inches. So what you're going to do is 6 times 9 squared. 6 times 9 squared. You square first because you do order of operation. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses first, exponents next. So you're going to do the exponent. 9 squared is 9 times 9, which is 81. 81. 81 times 6. Well, 81 times 6 is going to give you 486 square inches. Just like that. Okay? Then you have your lateral surface area for the cube, and you use the formula LA equals 4E squared. So the only thing changing here is you're going from 6 to 4, okay? You're going 6 to 4. So you're going to go 9 squared times 4. We know that 9 squared we just did, that was 81. Times 4 is going to give you 324, square inches. I apologize, I'm messing up. So that's all you're doing, okay? That's all you have to do. You just plug in the numbers. Just know the formula. We started on your review. There was some mistakes that I saw on that too. And that was on page 351. Under sharpening skills, number 1, it has R equals 2x minus 4. And then they have this rectangle box, right? And they give you what x is, and you have to say what R is. And they give you 0 and a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So what you're doing is you're plugging in these numbers that are for x where x is. So if you go 2 times 0 minus 4, well, that's going to give you a negative 4 because 2 times 0 is 0 minus 4 is a negative 4. Now let's plug 1 in where x is. 2 times 1 minus 4. Well, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 minus 4 is a negative 2. Now you're going to plug in 2 times 2 minus 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 gives you 0. Then you have 3. 2 times 3 minus 4, 6 minus 4 equals 2. So you have 2 for that answer. Do you see? Now I'm going to plug this 4 in where x is. So it's going to be 2 times 4, which is 8. 8 minus 4 is going to give you 4. Okay? That's how you work that. All right. I want to say that's all the problems I really saw that I really need to address with you. Other than that, you are doing a wonderful job. We're going to start reviewing now over everything that you've learned because the rest of the stuff I feel like is going to be hard for me to try to explain to you online. I'd rather be in person to do it with you. So we're just going to start reviewing over everything that you've learned this year, and then I'll have a final exam for you to do over everything that we've learned this year. Okay? I'll say it again, you're doing a wonderful job. Just some little mistakes, okay? And I know you can do it. All right? If you have any questions, you may call, text, email, FaceTime. If you need me to do videos, I will do them. Just let me know, okay? All right, I hope you have a good rest of the week and a great weekend, and you're staying well. All righty, I'll be back for review on Monday.